Aloha Honolulu, Data here with episode 8 of the Honolulu Huskies Custom Fantasy Draft Franchise Mode. Here in our second ever playoff berth, it is the year 3 postseason 2022. We're coming off a 48, 28, and 6 season, our best ever year. We're going up against the Vegas Golden Knights, who had a very good season as well. So looking at our lines right here, we're going to start like this with the +5, +3, +1. A possibility that we could go down the route of, if necessary, is putting Drouin on the top line and making him a sniper, giving it a +5, putting Yamamoto on the second line, putting it a +3, and Kubalik on the third line +3. So it'll be +5, +3, +3. But for right now, we're going to keep it with the +5, +3, +1 that we've been rolling with throughout about the second half of the season. We went down that route. Defense, we're going +5, +1, +3. Ryan Murray's been a disappointment. So has Dougie Hamilton, to be honest. So I'd like to try and mix that up if necessary. But like I said, we're going to begin the playoffs as we've been rolling the season. Jordan Binnington is our starting goaltender. As you saw last episode, Philip Grubauer was playing a lot of games. I don't know why. So hopefully Binnington remains our starter. I don't need to go into the lineup every single game to change it. So we're going to start like that. Up against the Vegas Golden Knights, they have a very strong first line. The rest of their team isn't really anything too special, but just that first line is enough to bring them to the cup. With Huberdeau, Sagan, and Kessel. Kessel was in a three-way tie for the Art Ross Trophy with 100 points. Even the top six, Duclair at an 86, Strome, Tuck. And then on defense, Sergachev, Trouba. It's a good team. It's not a great team. Like, the first defensive pair is good. The second line is okay. It's a pretty above average team, but the first line makes it an elite hockey team. So that's what's going to make it scary. And in nets, they have Thatcher Demko and Jakob Markstrom there. So it's going to be a tough one. We're going to be fighting hard all the way through. It could be a long episode, could be a short episode. You never know what could happen here in Honolulu. Could be a 20-minute episode with 50 minutes of darkness at the end. Who knows? So you see this episode's like 56 minutes long or whatever it is, an hour long. Don't be fooled, because I could be out in 4 games and then I just make it a long video so I don't spoil it. But anyways, we're here at Diamond Head Arena on top of the dormant volcano on the island of Honolulu, taking on the Vegas Golden Knights for our second ever playoff series. In our first ever playoff series, in our first ever season, we lost in 7 games to the Calgary Flames. So here we are, a couple years later, looking to get redemption. So let's see it, boys. Led by our captain, John Klingberg. First period, 1-0 Vegas, Phil Kessel, of course. Second period, okay. Moritz Seider scores for us, but Duclair gets a power play goal for Vegas. We're down 2-1 here in Game 1. Third period, we're out shooting Vegas 26-21, but then they get another power play and another power play goal. Kirby Doc, were all their goals? No, 2 out of 3 on the power play. But then Jake Gensel comes back. We're back within 1 power play, and he ties it up. Jake Gensel gets 2 goals in 3 minutes. 1 coming on the power play. This game is tied at 3 with just 3 minutes left now. It's a tight race to the finish here, and we're headed to overtime. Shots are 35-28 in our favor. Let's see what we got. First overtime of game number 1 of round number 1. Huskies and Golden Knights. Whoa, what just happened? Binnington saves that. Our defense, both of our defensemen got literally stripped of the puck. Nice start to overtime. Kubalik up to Gensel, breakout pass. Now here we go. He has 2 on the night so far. Gensel to Duke Silver, big shot, stopped by, I believe it's Markstrom in nets. Jeff Carter's at the face-off here, playing his one and only season with Honolulu. Next season we won't have room for him. He wants to go out with a cup, the old man. Here we go, boys. Jonathan Drouin over the blue line. Finds some space. Dougie Hamilton. Jeff Carter, rip bellow. Rebound. Oh, huge pad save by Markstrom. Ryan Murray, the former second overall pick. Oh, glove save Markstrom. Ryan Murray has to become like a literal deity in this playoff series if he doesn't want to get traded in the draft. Carter wins the face-off. Murray, Hamilton, Murray, Jeff Carter, back to Dougie Hamilton. Oh, he slips around them. Oh, wow! That is a nice goal. Dougie Hamilton slips around the guy who was on the winger who was coming after him at the blue line, gives it to Jeff Carter, and he just finds a slot for the glitch goal, the puck to slide through on the AI. Ooh, beautiful. Jeff Carter, watch this. So he goes around him, and then is it that he thinks that he has possession of it? Markstrom tries to cover up. Let's see right here. Yeah, he tries to cover up. Well, I couldn't even see it right there. Let's go to instant replay. Hold on, little ring of honor here for Jeff Carter, who scores that overtime winner. Well done, Bello. So the classic, what you got to do when there's a player on your back, just gotta press X or A, and then just swoop around him. He's left in the dust. Now here's Carter. So is it that he tries to hang on to it? No, he tries to oh, he fooled him on the poke check. Oh goodness, that is a beautiful goal from Jeff Carter. Soft hands. Dekes around the poke check, and the Honolulu Huskies are up 1-0 in this series. Goal and assist for Carter, 2 goals for Gensel, goal for Sider, 4-3 victory at Diamond Head Arena. So continuing on at home now, game number 2, still in Honolulu. Let's extend our series lead as we head to Vegas. Just a nice little airplane ride over the ocean, not too far away. First period, 0-0. Second period, still 0-0. So here at home, this game is tied at a scoreless draw, heading into the final 20 minutes of game number 2. Shots are pretty even, not a big blowout for anybody in the shot category. Halfway through the third now, still nothing. Jonathan Huberdeau with 9:48 left breaks the deadlock. 1-0 Vegas, and then of course Phil Kessel makes it 2. That may just be enough, unless we get some heroics late, but we won't as we drop. Oh wow, we do, with 6 seconds left though. As we drop this game by a score of 2-1, it was a close one. Drouin broke the shutout, but 30 saves for Markstrom, 26 for Bennington, not enough. Huberdeau a goal and an assist. This series is tied up at 1. We split both games at home, as now we head to Vegas on the road, with this series now being a best of 5. In the AHL, we finished 39, 18, and 11. We made the playoffs. Beautiful. Keep those guys growing. And here we go for game number 3. Against Vegas, in Vegas. First period, 1-1. It is Jack Roslovic and Duke Silver scoring in the first period. Second period, 2-1. Dominic Kubalik, beautiful. We're being outshot 26-16, but we lead 2-1 here in the third. Power play for Vegas. Long power play to start off this period. We kill it all off. 33-18 the shots. Man, Jordan Binnington standing on his head tonight, just like we should have been doing all season. 5-on-3 power play. Come on, boys, put it away. Oh, why didn't you put it away? Then Ferraro scores. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. And we're headed to overtime. Shots 36-24 in Vegas' favor. Here we are in overtime number 1 of game number 3. Next goal puts their team up 2-1 in this series. Little dipsy doodle here from Vegas. My goodness, Huberdeau skating on everyone. Oh my goodness, no one wanted to stop him. We didn't score on the 5-on-3. We didn't score on the 5-on-4. We let Ferraro score, push us to overtime. Huberdeau skates around everyone. No one wants to touch him. And then he passes it in front to Sagan, who just rips it top shelf. Let's see this. How far did he come from? From his own zone. Captain Huberdeau. Klingberg just lets him go. Whoever came after him there, who's number 9, Kubalik, let him go. Like I said, just like Dougie Hamilton earlier, all you have to do is hold down X. No one can touch you. He even stops behind the net. This guy is facing the crowd. He's saying hello to the photographer right here. So he's looking at the dinosaur mascot. He doesn't even do anything. Look, when the goal, look at that, it's still there. Passes it, and then this guy, who's not even looking at the puck, he's just going straight in for the hit. The goal is scored. He never even looked. Edmondson. He left his man to go after the hit. What are you doing, Edmondson? You have a +5 in the top pair. You're an 87 overall. All right, so now we're down 2-1 in this series on a pretty disgusting goal that we let in there in overtime pretty early on, just within the first couple seconds. And here we go. Game number 4. Let's just hop straight into it. Not going to make any line changes yet, but if we are on the brink of elimination, it's going to be DEFCON 2, that's for sure. So first period, 0-0. Second period, still 0-0. For the second straight game. Is it second straight game? Yeah, that we go 0-0. Or was it game 2 that was like that? It's all a blur now. It was only 30 seconds ago. It's all a blur. Duclair scores on the power play. They're still on the power play. What is going on? How long is that power play? We're down 1-0 late here. Gensel got a boarding major. Oh my goodness, at least we tied it up here late. Joel Edmondson, there you go, making up for your mistakes. And Duke Silver. There we go. Let's go, boys. 2-1 win with 2 goals in the last 5.5 minutes. That's what we like to see. 29 saves from Binnington. Okay, we are back. 2-2 series. Let's go. Back in Honolulu now. The series is tied at 2. It's now a best of 3. Went from best of 7 to a best of 5 to a best of 3. We need 2 more wins. First period, 0-0. Second period, 1-0. Low scoring first 2 periods always. Duke Silver from no angle scored a goal there. We're up 1-0 here in the third period of game number 5. Not a high scoring series, that's for sure. 2 good hockey teams, got to give it to them. Mikko Rantanen, his first goal of the playoffs. 2-0. And Jakub Vrana, his first goal. This guy's been a big disappointment. He has to wake up if he doesn't want to get traded at the deadline as well. We're up 3-0 late, and I think that's going to be enough. Mikko Rantanen adds the empty netter for his second of the night. Give Jordan Binnington his first career playoff shutout as a Honolulu Husky with 29 saves. 2 goals and an assist for Rantanen, and we are 1 win away from our first ever playoff series win as we have a 3-2 series lead over the Vegas Golden Knights now. You love to see it. We're headed to Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. Let's close it out and go to the second round, boys. Let's get it. First period, 1-0 Vegas, Huberdeau. Second period, 1-1 Joel Edmondson. Okay, from which way are we scoring here? Hold on. They were scoring to the left, which means in the second period we're scoring to the left, which means, yeah, from behind the red line, Joel Edmondson scored that goal. My goodness. We're being outshot by 25%, 20-15 here in the third period. Quick maths. 1-1 tie. We need a hero late. Who's going to put us ahead? Power play Vegas, but Mikko Rantanen! Short-handed goal! He's the hero. Even short-handed. My goodness, is that going to be it? 2-1 with 2 minutes. Oh, what? Is that Scott Wilson? Mabello, who are you? 2-2 game. Who got the penalty? Who was in the box here? Ryan Murray, tripping penalty. Rantanen scores short-handed, but now we're headed to overtime again. Outshot 29-25. A goal for us puts us into the second round. A goal for Vegas extends this series to 7. Opening play here. Duke Silver through traffic. Nice blocker save by Markstrom. Gensel. Edmondson. Rip it on net. Bello. Someone put it on net. Kubalik lets it hit off his shin pad. And then now Vegas comes the other way. Kessel. Sagan. Huberdeau scores. What are you doing, Kubalik? You gotta control the puck, Bello. Oh my, I don't even know. And whoever put it off his shin pad too is a degenerate. Oh my goodness, and once again we lose in Vegas in overtime. What a disgusting play. Why didn't we just shoot the puck? Who was this? Gensel. What's that? What are you doing this? What are you doing? I guess I understand the saucer pass because this guy's right here, but Kubalik, bro, control that puck, bro. Ah, my goodness. And just like that, once again, we lose in overtime in Vegas, like I just said. Huberdeau gets the game winner. He is once again the bane of our existence. And we are headed to 7 back home in Honolulu. So in game 7, the second line is flying. They have a great plus-minus. They're scoring points. So I'm going to try Yamamoto back up on the top line to give it a +5, and Kubalik on the third line to give it a +3. Let's hope that does something. Yamamoto is a good playmaker. It didn't work out super well in the season, but I'm desperate here as we head to game 7. We don't want to lose the first time we were in the playoffs, we lost in 7. Now the second time in the playoffs, we don't want to lose in 7 again, boys. Let's get past it. Let's go to the second round, and this determines if this video is going to be ending in 5 minutes or maybe we have a little more life in it. Let's go, boys. First period, 1-1 game, Duke Silver and Tyler Sagan. Second period, 2-1 Vegas, Phil Kessel scores. We're down by 1. Oh my goodness, we're down by 2 as Trouba scores right away. We're down by 2 in the third. We need goals. Our defense has been good. We just can't score goals. Power play. This is it. This is it. No, it's over. It's over. So for the second time in 3 years and for our second straight playoff berth, we lose in 7 games in the first round. Oh man, you absolutely hate to see it. It was only their first line. It was only their first line that did anything against us. Jordan Binnington played great. We did well. We did well. Oh man, Duke Silver at 6 points in 7 games. Rantanen, Klingberg 5 and 7. Drouin, Gensel, Kubalik 4. Did Yamamoto do anything? He got an assist. He had 1 assist in 6 games before. These guys, Vrana, 1 goal. Come on, you're a sniper, bro. Dougie Hamilton, offensive defenseman, 1 assist. Come on. Bennington went 3-2-2 with a shutout, 933 save percentage, 2.09 goals against. That was great. He's a great goalie. It wasn't his fault for once. I can't blame the goalie. Markstrom had good numbers as well, though. You got to give it to him. But they didn't even score a lot of goals. Just look right here. Here it is. Sagan, Huberdeau, and Kessel. 8-7-7. Combined for 22 points in 7 games. Doc, Duclair for all 3, 2-2-2. The rest of their team, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9, no, 17, 18. 18 points. The rest of their team combined for 18 points. These 3 players up here, 24 points, 22 points, whatever I just said, 22 points. It's crazy how one line makes or breaks it, man. Oh, that's devastating. That's it. I guess season's over. I'm going to deal with the scouting in May, and I'll see you when we have a Stanley Cup champion. So the Columbus Blue Jackets are Stanley Cup champions, and we win the Calder Cup down in San Diego. So hey, at least there's some positivity to this season. It was Blue Jackets and Vegas in the Stanley Cup finals. Buffalo goes from 10-1 in the draft lottery. Pittsburgh 6-2. My goodness. Draft class, I've updated all the scouting. We're looking good. Hopefully people continue to be uncovered where I need them to be. I've sent out the appropriate scouts. In the retired players here, who is calling it a career? Justin Williams at the age of 40, Jason Pominville, Zdeno Chara at the age of 45, 1,729 games at a 79 overall. Chris Kunitz, UC Jokinen was still alive. What? Andrew Ladd, Dion Phaneuf, Brandon Dubinsky, who played a few games with us, Clark MacArthur. A lot of legends down here you didn't think were still around. Yari Laterra. Legends. Okay, so goalies. We got Ryan Miller at the age of 41, who stayed at a 79 overall, surprisingly. He ended up with 404 wins. Anderson, Howard, McElhinney, and the Hamburglar. Yeah, oh, that's true. He ended up back in Buffalo. Came full circle and 15-7-1. Good season as well. Ryan Miller always simulates pretty well for an old guy. Good for you, Ryan Bello. Any coaches retiring? Nope, no one retiring, which is good. Don't have to deal with that. Dubinsky and Seabrook are now scouts. And then now here we are at the draft. So let's quickly look over the playoff tree of this past season. Blue Jackets won the Stanley Cup in 5 games against Vegas. They beat us in 7, beat the Oilers in 6, beat the Wild in 6, and lost in 5. Nothing else looks too crazy. The Blue Jackets, so yeah, quite the run to the Cup. Swept the Bruins, swept the Devils, beat the Senators in 6, beat the Vegas Golden Knights in 5. In San Diego, we won 3-1, 4-2, 4-1, and 4-2 against the Charlotte Checkers, the Carolina Hurricanes farm team. So that's nice to see at least. Peyton Krebs had 19 points in 21 games, up to a 77. Michael Del Cole hasn't grown from a 79. Broberg, Kovalev's up to a 78. Alvin's 78. Mats Lindback, 79. He'll be in the NHL next season, most likely. And Cal Peterson did very well at an 80 overall. Leschyshyn isn't there because the roster moves would have put him in the NHL, but I can see his stats if I go and look at progress reports, which is what I always love to do at the end of the season. Yamamoto at an 85. What? Kailer Yamamoto, 85 overall. That's big. That is big. That makes Verana expendable and possibly even Kubalik. That's big. Duke Silver up to a 94 overall. Cole Perfetti 80, Levy 80, Klingberg, Leschyshyn's at an 80. He can be my 4th line center next season. What are his face-offs at? 78. Yeah, those are good. Man, okay. Jordan Binnington up to an 88. Ryan Murray down to an 82. He's getting traded. Kubalik 84. Drew Wayne 85. Grubauer 84. Sammy Blais 80. Okay. Goalies. Bennington still at a 84. Now we go in the system. Who has grown over here? So Peyton Krebs, like we said. Kevin Schremp, fringe starter. Arthur Kaliev's up to a 76. He'll be good in the AHL next season. Blomqvist, Sorella, Barkland. No one too wild. Trevor Wong up to a 77. Not much in the overall category. He'll probably grow over the summer. He has 111 points in 67 games in the WHL last season. That is huge. Ryan Suzuki's up to a 74. What did he do in Barrie? 96 points for Ryan Suzuki in the OHL. Nice, nice, nice. What did Cole Perfetti do for his final points. Since I have a lot of time in this episode to burn, why not? Cole Perfetti, he scored 83, what am I saying 83? 103 points in 62 games with down in the OHL. So the prospects are looking good. It wasn't our year this year, unfortunately, but our future continues to look bright. We want to look at the awards now. The awards. So the Columbus Blue Jackets win the Stanley Cup after winning back-to-back President's Trophies. They win the President's Trophy and the Stanley Cup this year. In the individual awards, Phil Kessel, it was a three-way tie actually. I don't know why Phil Kessel is the only guy who's listed there. For the Art Ross, Hart goes to Alex Barkov, James Norris to Aaron Ekblad with like 90-some points, Lady Bing to Kessel, Calder to Breveshkov, Conn Smythe John Tavares, Vezina to Sandro Tommy. First created player to win any award aside from the Calder and the Rocket Richard, I believe, Sandro Tommy. Jennings goes to Tuukka Rask, Masterton to Fleury, Jack Adams to the coach of the Bruins, Ryan O'Reilly wins the Selke, Ted Lindsay to Barkov, and Massimiliano Bio wins the third straight Maurice Richard Trophy. In the AHL, did we do anything? Yes. Here, Leschyshyn for the most valuable player. Oh, so he got the MVP. He got like the Conn Smythe. Leschyshyn, very well. That's true. It's our second straight Calder Cup. I forgot. So we're just dominating down in San Diego. Looking good. So now, before we end off this episode, we just want to update the trade block going into the draft. So the guys that we have to move, we need to sign John Klingberg, who's going to cost a lot. So Philip Grubauer, I could see myself moving him. I don't need him as my backup any longer, plus he's just taking up the money. Definitely looking to trade Ryan Murray, who has not a lot of trade value. Dropped to an 82 overall, which is pretty shocking. Yamamoto gone up to, look at that trade value. Love it. Is there anyone else? Not really. I think I want to keep most of these guys. And Verana, yeah, Verana, put him on the block, that contract. So my wants are, I guess, a defenseman, yeah, top 4, top 60, why not? I'll also put a like a backup goalie, but I doubt they'll really offer. No one's going to offer me anything. It's going to be me who has to send out the offers. All right, that's all set. Perfect. So that's it for this one, boys. What I need from you in the next one is your suggestions for what we are to look like moving forward. I'm going to show you the contracts and I'm going to look at the draft class. So our team going to next season, forwards first. Forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jeff Carter gone, that's 11. Verana maybe gone, that would be down to 10. Brack, I don't even know if he makes the team. Leschyshyn makes the team. Perfetti makes the team. So that's taking up spots. So 1, 2, maybe Armia gone. So let's say Armia's gone and Carter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would be 12 right there if Verana stays. Then on defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But Ryan Murray's going to move. And it would either be a trade or probably free agency. Probably want to spend some money in free agents. It depends how much money I have left is the key. And then Grubauer, because my how come my buyout penalty is $2 million? Because if I go to all expiring, John Klingberg right now, it says that I have 12.650 of extension dollars. 12.650, but 12.650 plus, let's say who we're thinking about trading away, main roster, salary for next season, Ryan Murray, plus 5.350, guaranteed Ryan Murray. That brings us to 18 million flat. Right away, right there, 18 million. Who else am I guaranteed to move? I'm not, if anyone, it would be probably Philip Grubauer next, so plus 4.325 brings me to 22.325. And then if I want to also trade Jakub Vrana plus 4.675, that is exactly 27 million. So 27, oh wait, is Armia still signed? No, he's gone. $27 million. So 27 million, sort by overall, 27 million. Let's say of those 27 million, we give, let's say we do and he doesn't want the extension. Let's say Klingberg costs us 11 million. So minus 11 brings us to 16 million. Jeff Carter gone. Leschyshyn's going to want nothing. No one's going to really want much. So I have pretty much $16 million to play with to get a backup goalie and a top 4 D, maybe a first pair D who's left-handed to play with John Klingberg. Klingberg might cost a lot if he goes to free agency and I have to end up paying more for him. But that leaves me with quite a bit of money. 16. So let me know, who do you want me to go after? Is like, just in general. I know it's gonna be hard. It's hard to name right now, but like an 85 overall defenseman. All these franchise guys are gonna be coming off, so it'll be interesting to see who gets re-signed, who doesn't have the cap space. So maybe I don't trade Ryan Murray at the deadline, at the draft. Maybe I wait for free agency. So let me know, do you want me to wait for free agency and try to go after a franchise player in the trade and use those guys as trade value, or do I trade those guys at the draft and try to get some picks? Because here is the draft board. I am currently set to pick at 23, and at 23 according to Central Scouting, it's around here. So maybe this guy, Sebastian Genze, or maybe Brett Reed, German-Hungarian. Maybe this guy Blomqvist, who's Finnish. These guys are all possibly good, medium elite, high elite, medium elite. One's got 2 left wing, 2-way forwards, 1 defensive defenseman. Do I go after one of these guys? Do I trade up for someone over here? Maybe Latipov, maybe Komachi, maybe Markstrom, maybe Felix Hecht, someone like that. How don't I have this guy? He was playing in the NLA. I don't have that scouted. I don't have enough scouts. Maybe something like that. Or maybe if someone is actually willing to trade up here, do I go after Matthew Savoie, Shane Wright, Brad Lambert, or Markku Kerman? As always, it is all up to you, boys. Let me know in the comments. Do those players get used for trades in the draft? Do I wait and see what picks are available? Do I go after the free agents? Do I go after guys who are smaller free agents, franchise free agents? There are many different possibilities. I know it's hard to give me your suggestions when you can't see them, but just do your best and I will work with what you tell me into the next episode. So if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out about 6 uploads a week of NHL and FIFA content, and I'm really enjoying all the comments that you guys are giving me. So once again, thank you for that. And of course, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.